and we are equally honored to have you with us. Yesterday was a dream, tomorrow is a vision. But a day well lived makes every day a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Now, I would like to call the star of the occasion, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Abid Farid. Please, sir, come on the stage and share your experiences with us.
Chief guest, Professor Dr. Imtiaz of respected Arshad Kamran of BZ HEC Regional Center, principals from the colleges, distinguished guests, media personnel, colleagues and dear students, Assalamu alaikum. There is no doubt that higher education is what enables basic institutional capacity building for economic, political, and social development. The colleges and university graduates with arts, business, sciences, or technology degrees, they help promote economy, democracy, social mobility, entrepreneurship, intellectual and industrial competitiveness of the entire nation. Looking at the contemporary situation we are in, we cannot eradicate extremism and intolerance without first educating the masses. Through education only we can understand and preach the true message and the true spirit of Islam that teaches us tolerance, brotherhood, and respect for the vulnerable segment of the society, including women and minorities. Pakistan's transition to middle-class economy is critically dependent on the scale and performance of the education sector that would match international standards and parameters. Institutions of higher education have a leading role in this transition by facilitating the production of skilled, innovative, enterprising, and informed society. In this era of knowledge economy, there is no doubt that countries who have spent on education, they are on the top now. Countries as small as Singapore and Taiwan and Hong Kong, after having spent on education, they're far ahead of us in terms of their exports and their development. Just a single company, Nokia, Finland, they have their revenues double than what we have. This is all because they had a vision to invest in the education and in research and development. In Pakistan, the real progress in the field of higher education started when UGC, and at that time almost a dead body, that was transformed into Higher Education Commission back in 2002 under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Taurama. For achieving the goal of human development and transition to a knowledge economy, HEC adopted the strategy targeted at the provision of an environment conducive to quality education in all educational institutions through faculty and infrastructure development, support to the faculty and students for teaching, research, and through bringing equity, quality, transparency, and efficiency in the operation of higher education institutions. I won't be talking much about the figures that have been already mentioned by our previous speakers. The statistics have already been shared, talking about overall the policy matters. The first 5-year medium-term development framework program, which was launched in 2005, that identified access, quality, and relevance as the key challenges facing the sector at that time. Programs were launched to support original research at the universities, align the academic program structure to the 3-tier bachelor, master, and doctoral program structure implemented in the rest of the world, and ensure adherence to internationally benchmarked quality standards and processes. MTDF2 then went a step ahead to further link this development to the society and industry. Universities building leadership, communities, and economies, truly serving as the engine of growth for the socio-economic development of Pakistan. There was a paper titled Higher Education Transformation in Pakistan, Political and Economic Stability by Fred Howard, an independent higher education consultant, who commented on the success of HEC reforms, as he said that as a result of the policies of HEC and its financial successes, most universities have become strong proponents of higher education commission, of higher education. For the first time in the decades, university budgets were at a reasonable level, quality had increased significantly, and several institutions were on their way to becoming world-class institutions. This is the small segment of the report that you. But obviously, there's no doubt we have traveled a good distance, a very strong paced move since establishment of HEC. But we cannot say that all is well now. There's a lot to face ahead yet. If we look on the other side, our enrollment at the tertiary level is 9% now. And I was looking at the statistics that we are amongst the 7 bottom countries still, ahead of only a few African countries. So there's a lot to do on this. And in Turkey, the tertiary enrollment percentage is 94%. We are at 9% yet. But of course, that needs commitment on the part of governments also. HEC is performing its role. It has proven its capabilities in enhancing the role of the quality, the standards of higher education, but that's not possible without the government support. With a budget as low as 2% of the GDP, we cannot talk of competing with the industrial countries of the world. There has to be a realization to raise the spending on higher education, which is 2%. We have been hearing for a long time that it will be raised to 4%, but that is yet a dream to be realized. And then HEC has to be strengthened, and things like slashing the authority and the autonomy of HEC in the name of provincial autonomy, as we have done. These are the things which are weakening this institution that has become a symbol for improvement of higher education in Pakistan. And we do hope that our policymakers sitting in the government, they realize this and make their priorities in this direction, where they would strengthen spending on HEC and thus on higher education, which will be a guarantee for a stable and developed Pakistan in future. Thank you very much for listening.